The man, Machiavelli production. Her skirt, skirt, that broad skirt, tat that Brahma bull, rampant, slender, as admired. Machismo's ignited, punk waddles inspired. Rat tat, rip that shit quick, pause that shit, they riff on fleek. Lil Chad's voice, spitting that tea. Unless your name is Steve, call us for free. On the real, that dude's starting to scare me. MADePAP, MADePAP. Oh, an imp is here
bitter, so Betty bought better butter, the better make the bitter butter better. Hey, welcome to episode 26 of MADePAP. I'm me, they're them, we're us, and we are the YouTube equivalent to Braille because people feel us when we speak. Kind of got it. Anyway,
Delicious.
Yep. How's everybody doing out there in YouTube land? Let's see. Josh Hammond. Not Hammond. Says, what's Gucci? My emo hipster guys named imps.
Did imp drop out?
Yeah.
All the cool kids tip their YouTubers. Oh, that's interesting. That must be pinned or something.
It's funny because Matt has a tip link that is pinned that you can use to send him tips. And at some point in the week that you send it, he'll see it.
I would see it right now. I have it up. I have a split screen. I wish you would stop saying that. It makes people think that they shouldn't because nobody will see it.
In fact, people should send tips just to see if Matt will actually read them. They should send multiple tips to make sure that.
Oh, it's like gambling now. You never know what's gonna happen.
Well, it's also like fact checking.
Much like, if
I
you
stopped listening so long ago. So that 70s rock band.
Use the new Mad Kings app, you'll get $50 in free credit because Mad will see your $5 tip and read it as 50.
I know all about walking. I've been walking almost my whole life. Not walking like this. These guys take walking to a whole new level of walkness. Bad take. Bojan, Tina is here. Good to see you.
I'm thinking
Davinia?
this is just an excuse for Brahma to do his walking impression.
Walking with walking.
No. If it's not in the fucking voicemail. Soul Assassin says, do you even walk, brah? That's true. Do we even walk?
I'm walking.
Boosh is here. Zup. E-Clay, my dude. A crying emoji? But it's gum. Is that chewed gum that's crying?
I don't know. That looks like Joey Swole right now.
See if Ned will read them. Broken read. I'm reading this, aren't I? Anyway, so that's it. That's that. Let's see here. What the fuck did I type in here? Anyway, so
Oh, wait.
Is this a new game?
Walking.
Oh, you are walking, yeah.
Looks more like hopping.
Yeah.
Shut up, okay? I can't animate very well with this.
That does look like hopping. Yeah, now that you say it, all I can see is two. Oh, and a $5 tip from Tina. That's not her name. Her name is not Tina. I forgot to do that before I did that. $5 tip from Tina. Too sleepy to think of something clever. You know what? $5 is very clever, no matter how you cut it.
This is a race to be the cleverest person in the chat tonight. Right now, the leader is Tina at 5.
That is true, yeah.
For the low price of 6, you can then move up to be the cleverest.
Mm-hmm.
You could be triple, quadruple clever if you did 20. Just math.
I really love how he stopped to do the math. You could be quadruple. What is quadruple? 4 times 5. 20.
It's not how it happened. All right, everybody ready for their by the way, these are not Russian horoscopes this week. It's something special.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Ooh.
All right. Aries. Any Aries in the house? All right, perfect. Your your primal energy clashes with your neighbor's lawn furniture. Okay. As Mars bites its own tail, you may feel compelled to scream into a jar and sell it on Etsy.
Etsy.
How do you say Etsy?
Etsy.
Etsy. E-T-S-Y.
It's almost like
Etsy.
another channel that you're on. Etsy.
Oh, you fucker. Be warned. Someone with a neck tattoo will challenge your beliefs about him. Whoa.
I mean, can we discuss how the proliferation of face tattoos and neck tattoos in this younger generation is going to be a real embarrassing problem in about 15 years?
Yeah.
Eh,
Yeah.
Cannibalism.
They're doing worse things to themselves.
That's true.
Cannibalism might be in your future. It could be in all of our future, depending on if our plane crashes.
People would be a red meat, right?
Ooh,
The
good question.
other white meat.
No, it's a white meat.
No, wouldn't it be a red
Son
meat?
of a bitch. Brahma got
What,
me all
like-
defensive about my walking, and now it has killed OBS.
Oh no.
Maybe you just switch to your
End
Slugger,
that task.
Just switch to your VTuber and we'll be fine.
No. Taurus.
Now I
Any
kind of want
Taurus
to.
now?
Oh, we got some
Any-
Torai in the house.
We got Taurus.
Yeah, it's cold in here.
You've been emotionally constipated since a finger and an orifice met in June.
Oh,
What?
that didn't emotionally constipate me. I loved it.
Wasn't
I've been
June when you
emotionally
did your sleep rover?
I'm not a Taurus. Now
I've
is
been
the time.
Emotionally constipated for a long time, so it's good
That
to
wasn't
hear.
June. That was just a couple weeks ago.
Right?
I know.
okay.
It didn't say
Now-
what year.
Now is the time to lick a rock and watch Miami Vice with a nun. First, you would have to find a nun. I've never seen a nun in person.
Do they have to be a real nun or just dressed like a nun?
Have you ever actually gone to a Catholic
Well,
church?
you got to watch
Yes,
out.
I have.
Different sections of nuns can dress different ways.
I'm in San Antonio. Most of the weddings I've ever gone to were in a Catholic church. All right.
They're not all penguins like you, Punk Waddle. Some of them wear jeans and just shirts, regular.
Love is coming. Probably through a confusing Craigslist.
With the nun?
Love is coming. Probably through a confusing Craigslist ad involving raccoons in a crock pot.
Why are you putting trash pandas in a crock pot?
Because they
This is
were
a
cold.
weird situation.
Yeah.
Gemini.
I mean, I think the only thing that can rescue viewership now is a VTuber.
Gemini. Any Gemini in the house?
I live with one every
Okay.
week, I tell you.
Your personality split again. One side is flirting, the other's plotting tax fraud. Mercury's spinning like a drunk Beyblade, and now you're stuck explaining why you sent nudes to your boss, quote unquote, ironically. You will gaslight your mother into thinking it was empowering eat nail clippings.
Make sure your wife knows
Hold
all
on.
that, little Chad.
She
She's
doesn't
been sending
work.
nudes to her boss.
She doesn't
Ironically.
have a job, so I don't. would
Wouldn't
that
you be her boss?
I guess, and I haven't gotten anything.
Biblically speaking? Cancer.
Yeah, Kirk Cameron is respected in this house. That's how we run.
Cancer. any cancer guys in the house?
I think we all are.
I think you got to isolate that one just in case. You're saying
so-
it's so
Okay,
happy.
okay, I got it. Hold on.
That
No,
just
we're
looks
not-
like you're doing
no,
a hillbilly dance.
Yeah,
I'm not
or
going to
the-
listen to that clicking the whole
Charlie
goddamn night.
Brown.
I just want to no. You got to overlay Cotton Eye Joe when you do that one.
I mean, it's almost a
True.
sea walk, but not quite.
Almost a sea walk. That's right. Yeah. Can any of you guys sea walk? I can't. I know Punk can.
I can see Waddle.
Cancer. You get cancer. Leo. You're not the main character. You're just loud. What the fuck is this shit?
That is so true.
I approve. This is the best ever.
You know what?
Sons-
I wasn't sold until now.
Sun's in your ego and it's inflamed, like that rash you got from that Thai lady you had over who turned out to be Steven. What the fuck?
They know you.
Someone will try to humble you this week. Yeah, you'll ignore them. Hell yeah. There is a speeding bus in your near future. I don't fucking want to read it. Even the rest of it.
Did you know Epstein is your name, Virginia? I'm
Virgo.
sorry that you don't know current events, assholes.
You're cleansing
I know
so
the event.
Virgo. Any Virgos?
You know there's two of us right here.
You're cleansing so hard it's giving you hemorrhoids. Neptune is in your repressed kinks sector. It's time to stop judging everyone. That's specifically
will
for
not.
one of you guys. And admit that you
Yeah,
do.
Brahma, stop judging people.
And admit that you do want to be choked by someone who owns a crystal shop and 3 ferrets.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that
That
I'm
all
going to be
checks out.
honest, that the choking thing might lower Brahma's blood pressure.
Libra. Any Libras in the house? Okay. You crave balance. I'm sorry, you crave balance, not cave. You crave balance, but also chaos via dick pics and brunch drama. Okay, this is definitely for women. Saturn says, stop flirting with people who have quote unquote, I'm healing in their bio. That's advice for all signs. You will be torn between 2 options, one that ruins your credit and one that ruins your life. Go with your gut or your genitals. Scorpio, you're sexy, spooky, and emotionally available. Who the fuck? This is written by a Scorpio. No one is biting. Try opening a window and testing how gravity works. Quote unquote. Try pegging. Jesus. Try pegging someone will catch feelings. You will catch a rash. One will be easier to treat than the other. Choose your body fluids wisely this week. What?
Where are you getting these?
This is
You know, I prefer Mother Russia at this point.
Yeah. Well,
don't know
I didn't
if
have
these-
I didn't have time to translate all of them.
That's right,
Sagittarius.
Okay.
Still not right.
How is that not right? I'm fucking reading it.
Sagittarius.
Sag-
Yeah, Sagittarius.
He got it that time.
Because
Yeah.
that's what I've been saying. Okay, that's what I've been saying.
Ooh, okay, that's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying the whole time. That's what I said. Meh.
You're running from your problems with your
Slender
dick.
went into Adam Sandler mode.
You're running from your problems with your dick out and a bag of Doritos. Jupiter's in your accidental cult leader zone, so expect at least 3 people to ask if you're okay. You're not, but it's fun, even with a yellow penis. Why is your penis yellow?
Doritos, the cheese dust, obviously.
Oh, that okay. Good thing you were tracking on that one. Capricorn. Daddy
That
issues.
does sound kind of like a punk bottle joke, doesn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The yellow dick with the Doritos.
I don't think of a yellow. I think of more of like a red. Well, it depends.
It's
I
like
guess
an
it depends
orange.
on the Dorito. I was thinking nacho.
Well, like okay, like the Cheeto
Oh
commercials.
man,
definitely
Cool
a
Ranch
little
dick
more-
would be delicious.
Hold on.
Sound bite. Can we just get that? I'm not going to say the word so that I can get sound bitten.
Can we somebody bookmark that?
14 minutes.
Capricorn. Daddy issues are now your brand. You've been serious for so long. Your nipples have classified.
Calcified.
Calcified?
No, it's classified. I'm reading it.
I want
Loosen up.
classified nipples.
Does that mean we need to go to Tulsi to get you get that released? 'Cause if
Uranus.
it's classified instead
Wait,
of
does that mean your nipples
calcified.
can be redacted?
Uranus is entering aggressively and not in a safe word kind of way. Someone from your past will return, probably to ask for money or revenge sex. Okay,
You
Aquarius.
ask for revenge sex?
Yeah.
With Slender, they usually just kidnap him and take it.
Yeah,
Aquarius.
they've never given me a choice in the past.
Aquarius, you're quirky in the way that makes landlords nervous. Mercury retrograde hit your Wi-Fi and your impulse control. You'll fall in love with someone because they quoted Nietzsche while wearing mesh.
Like
Don't
Right
trust-
Said Fred was coming over here. Like, have you heard of the Ubermensch from Nietzsche?
You know, there are no beautiful surfaces without a terrible death. That's another
Ugh.
Nietzsche quote.
You're
Don't trust
staring
it.
into the abyss, man. I don't like it when Mad quotes Nietzsche.
I'm just
Nietzsche.
looking for someone with
does it all
fish
the
head
His name's
stuffings.
Nietzsche.
No, it's actually pronounced Nietzsche.
I don't know where you're
Matt's
coming from.
right on
but
this one.
In America, where we don't care about what country he came from, it's Nietzsche.
Okay.
All right.
Finding your niche, guys.
Don't trust it. Also, stop mixing mushrooms in business meetings. I think that's advice for everyone.
What does the horoscope say anything about gummies, though?
Pisces, you're you okay?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Punk got
sounds
very
like
excited.
he
You're talking
might
about
live.
fish.
You're Pisces. You're vibing so hard you're spiritually bankrupt. Neptune is fisting your feelings, and now you think a hot barista is your twin flame. They're not.
So now
They're
we've
just-
had fisting, pegging, and choking.
They're
Can
not.
I just say, this is the first time I've ever seen a horoscope mention that Neptune would be fisting somebody's feelings. I feel like that makes it more accurate. Good job finding these men.
They're just being paid to be polite. This week's forecast: sobbing into noodles and probably some public nudity. Get help.
Get help.
All right, that was sent in by a listener or watcher, however you want to say it.
Well,
So, yeah, if you want to send in your horoscope predictions, please do. Also, don't fuck with Leos, man. What, like, come on, that wasn't cool. And you can send those at madcheesemo@gmail.com. And you can leave voicemails at 726-610-5357. The number again, 726-610-5357. And I guess that means it is time for mailbag. Right?
Although the mailbag's lit tonight, voices from the void out of sight. We'll reply to your DMs and your calls. Let's see what's up in these digital halls. As the night plays, the groove still here. Your voices linger crystal clear. So keep sliding, keep dialing through. This is our mailbag groove where dreams come true.
So I have the email that I got here is directly for it's like specifically for Shags. I guess I should wait until he comes back on sometime.
No, let's play it now.
I'll
and shame him.
I'll read it to him when he comes on.
He
All
so
right,
very much picked the wrong time to move to Hawaii.
right. Let's see here. So the email goes, "Brah, who the fuck is this new guy? How did a Howley get access to the #1 live stream in Hawaii? This shit is hamajang. I almost chucked my rubber slippers at my monitor when I saw him. This is Mad Lolo in Iraz. Tell that brother to go race the sun. Boombai. Mahalo, all the islands." Okay.
no.
Like I said, I should have waited for him to be on. All right.
Translate?
Yeah, we have a few voicemails here. Let's see here. Let's see. Damn it, Brahma.
What?
You got me saying let's see. All right, here we go.
Possible to answer the question, is a bell necessary on a bicycle? Thank you.
What?
What?
Well, to answer the question, is a bell necessary on a bicycle? Thank
Is
you.
a bell necessary on a bicycle?
No, I've never had a bell on a bicycle. Personally, has anybody else ever had a?
I put one on my wife's bike, but not
That feels
not me.
appropriate. Here we go.
I have another question about bicycles. Are unicycles only to be ridden by one gender, and bicycles could be ridden by two genders?
What's a bicycle? No, I know what a bicycle is. God dang it! What did he say?
Bicycle.
He said bicycle, which is bicycle just spaced out.
I mean, I've heard of a monocycle.
I've heard of the mono myth. Was 100% was debunked by what's her name, Brahma?
Which thing? I don't know her name.
Slender was a big fan of our speakeasy the other night with homegirl trying to debunk Joseph Campbell.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Slender? Thank you for participating. All right.
No.
Here we go.
Oh, I was muted. Yeah, I was saying I almost got out of bed for that shit. I was very unhappy about it.
I like how he went from the bullpen and then suddenly, like 10 minutes into the speakeasy, he's like, "What the hell is going on? Did you just transfer me over to your own channel?"
Yeah, I fell asleep watching the bullpen, and then I was hearing this shit and was like, what is this? The first video they watched had somebody with like the annoying, well, actually voice.
Yeah, the Blockbuster guy.
So I just woke
No.
up with this irrepressible urge to kill something and
It wasn't
didn't know
Blockbuster
why.
guy. It was the first one we watched, Mad. Blockbuster was second.
Oh,
The
I don't
first
remember.
one was the one that in private chat I told you who in our sphere it sounded like.
Yeah,
Why
it-
don't
it
I remember
was-
this?
It was oof.
I'll put it in the private chat.
Drastically changed my plans. I was trying to get a good night's sleep, and then I was up until like 1 in the morning.
All right, last voicemail.
All right, guys. I don't know which one is. I'm not even mad. I'm disappointed, but I'm not mad. I just have to ask something, and I want you guys to be honest. Which one of you motherfuckers fucked my mom?
I mean, she did leave a voicemail last week, right?
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
Yeah.
she was really
hold on.
committed to
hold
to
on.
helping
This may
her
be
boy.
somebody else in their mom. We don't know who this is yet.
I think we know who
I
this
think
we
we
is.
know who
know.
it is.
Hold on.
And my dad. If I didn't love you so much, I would ban myself from coming on your show. But on the bright side, this does mean I get to come on the show.
It certainly does not. Who fucked
No.
his mom and dad?
No.
I don't think anybody.
There's only one of us not here, Matt.
Oh, dude, could you imagine if Steve found out it was Imp?
I mean,
really-
it definitely was, and Imp did it just to
Yeah.
hurt him.
I really hope Steve doesn't listen to this show tonight where we confirm that it was Imp, and that's where those strange horoscopes were coming in involving fisting and pegging. So,
Right?
I mean, but on the plus side, Imp's not here, so we don't have to worry about Steve getting upset about it.
True.
Technically, that was the deal. So, anyway, it's Steve, by the way. Yeah, so my mom
No,
said that,
no idea.
I like it when he clarifies for us.
was the deal. So, anyway, it's Steve, by the way. Yeah, so my mom said that the deal has been made, and I am welcome to come on. So,
No.
I'll be standing by for that link. I have computer access from 10:30 p.m. Eastern to 11:30 p.m. Central.
Wait. 10, hold on. 10:30 Eastern, so that's 9:30 my time
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
to 11:30 Central. So 9:30 to 10:30. Oh no.
And at any point during that, if you can send me a link, I'll jump in and I'll kick Imp out. And then everybody be like, wow, you have this Steve guy on like all the time. And then you guys will be like, why didn't we ever have him on before? Why didn't we at least try it? Because he's so cool. That's at least how I picture it. Okay, bye guys. It's Steve.
Unfortunately, well, I'll say this, okay? Since Imp fucked your parents,
Now it's both of them.
Yeah, you didn't hear the call?
No, I had to step away for a second.
Yeah. Apparently, yeah. Imp fucked both of them.
Dude, just tell him that the asylum is blocking the link every time we try to send it.
Well, no, because he may be watching. How about this? You will be added to the list of people who have been asking to come on. And
It's a
once we get
long and illustrious list.
once we get through all those people, then we'll talk about it. Oh yeah, the guy who sounded like that guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do remember that. Anyway, all right. Again, if you want to send in your emails or voicemails, we will use whatever you send us, whether it's horoscopes, comments, complaints. You can just make up shit. That's what most of these people apparently do.
Look, we know he didn't make up the fact that Imp banged his parents.
No, that's true. That is 100%. All the Steve stuff is like legit. That's no cap. But yeah, so you can send your emails. No, you can call us at 726-610-5357. Wanted to get it out before it scrolls by. Or you can email us at madcheesemo@gmail.com. Ready?
Well, it just sounds straight out of like Gold Member right there. And you're like, I'm saying this, I don't needed to get it out before it scrolls by.
Shave me from my chef.
Oh, he's like a toy gun.
I see there is no pleasing you.
Would you like a waffle or something? It's been a long time since I've seen the movie. We can go. We can start the story. The sport of walking.
The sport of walking.
Pedestrianism, right?
That sounds like something you'd need to take an mRNA vax for.
It sounds like Mad's got a touch of the tism.
Oh, wow. I can't move you down any further.
Hey, let's get Imp on here so we can fix that. On March 15th, 1839, Edward Weston was born in Providence, Rhode Island. And this is going to be our return to form where we have people working jobs at a very young age.
Good.
When he was 10, his father left.
Well,
his
when did he
wife
work for the paper?
Yeah.
There is a newspaper reference that's coming up. When he was 10, his father left his 4 kids and his wife and went to California in the gold rush. He told them that he was just going down the street to get a pack of cigarettes, but he never came back.
Wait, is that true?
That sounds editorialized.
I'm adding editorial flourishes. Yes. In the winter of 1849, the Hutchison family singers came to Providence, and Weston, at 10 years old, pushed his mom to let him hit the road with the band. Gotta
Why?
start working.
Is this why they ended up with child labor laws?
Wait.
Because these kids who got jobs early ended up really weird.
Yeah, probably. Also, is Almost Famous based on this guy's life?
Might be.
Almost Famous is actually an autobiographical retelling of the director's life.
Is the autobiography based on the director's life based on this guy's life?
No, it is Cameron Crowe. He became a journalist for Rolling Stone when he was still a teenager, and so it was.
You're telling your
specifically
secrets to all the guys you're not supposed to tell your secrets to.
him. He also was the
okay.
wrote Fast
Leave me
Times at
behind.
Ridgemont High because it was a real story about him going undercover at that high school, and those were all real stories.
Let's get back to the story we're actually here to talk about.
You asked questions, I had answers. It's your fault. So
I'm just the lead singer.
I'm just a freaking lead singer.
I take things very literally. If you ask the question, I know what I'm going to answer.
Episode 26, and he's still doing it.
Yeah, and I.
Nobody knows who Chad really is,
All
so
right,
he's
so-
got to keep giving his backstory.
It's 1845, and the kid is like, "Mom, let me go hang out with these weird hippie singers."
I'm gonna
Yep.
go on the
And
road with the
Edward's
band.
mom, who was not in good health, decided the Hutchison family singers would be a great idea, and they would be great at taking care of her boy.
How old was he?
9?
He was 10.
Oh.
Good lord.
So for an entire year, he toured with the group. He sold candy and songbooks at their shows. And after touring, he went and lived with Jesse Hutcherson, who had quit the group to write songs and manage them.
Yeah, man, I'm going solo, man. Hey, little 10-year-old. You're 11 now. Come live with me, man. We'll write songs and sniff crystals. What's the kid's name?
Edward.
Edward, okay.
Yeah, so in 1852,
Get out of
Edward's
here,
dad
Edward.
finally
You don't
returned.
Get out of here, Edward. You don't want nothing to do with this. What is it? Crystals. We use it as deodorant.
Anyway, so in 1852, his dad returned home, finally, and recalled Edward from Jesse Hutcherson, and Edward then went to school. But in addition to going to school, he got a job as a newsboy.
There it is.
There it is. But his father made him quit that job and instead got him a job as a jeweler's apprentice.
Oh, so he had to get circumcised?
That's funny. That's a good Snatch reference. While home, so Edward was not really into this job, maybe for reasons
Why?
we just brought up, but also because it didn't pay anything, and he didn't, because of the low pay, and he didn't like it. So he only lasted about 6 months before he quit, and this time hit the road again to work for a traveling circus.
Okay, all right. It's the mom's fault because you can't take a kid that's been on the road with this, really cool band and he's doing heroin and having sex with groupies and then expect him to come back and do some normal ass shit like
I
what I mean?
don't know that the Hutchison family singers, who were revival singers touring the Northeast, were exactly doing heroin, but
But there was
Might have been-
groupies.
yeah.
I mean, that was in that movie. I'm not sure if it was in this story.
Yeah. What I'm just saying, and then you can't bring him back and now have a normal life, 11-year-old.
Yeah, he came back and he looked at his dad and said, "I don't want your life."
Yeah. Slender, you may
So-
be muted again.
No, I'm just listening.
Oh, okay.
Usually
then.
you get pissed off anytime we bring up that movie.
I don't. I've been pissed off about it so many times. You guys still reference it in
'Cause it's
about
one of the greatest
50% of the
movies
videos.
I mean, it's just nice because that was a Texas-based football team that won an important game, so Mad was able to enjoy watching that one.
Maybe we should just read the story. I mean, we all know you love the movie. Do we have to talk about it again?
Yes.
I'm actually on Slender's side on this one.
All right. So now
Now,
he's
Friday Night Lights, however,
The movie or the show?
Put Booby in.
the movie. I like the movie more. Toxic Man Flu with a $5 tip goes Laham. Lahayam.
Yeah, it's one of those moments where you wonder if the not liking Jews was just a self-loathing thing.
I didn't know toxic came from the ancient tribe of Judaism. Go on.
I like Soul Assassin's comment. I can't go back, Dad. Groupies show me their ankles on the road. How can I read it?
She showed me her,
your ankles, and I
liked it.
All right, so
Wait till she shows you her shoulder bone.
after the traveling circus, he moved to New York in 1856 and started selling books door to door. In
Nice.
1859, he
What
published
kind of books?
Yeah.
Oh,
doesn't say.
the guy, how everybody thinks George Washington said, could never tell a lie and chop down the cherry tree and all that bullshit.
I thought that was
yeah.
Abraham Lincoln.
No, it was George.
It was Washington.
Yeah, all of that was
Honest Abe
bullshit
was-
that was made up by a door-to-door book salesman. He just made all that shit up and it became very big and became part of the history, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of George. That's a real thing.
Yep.
Door-to-door
You know-
book salesman should not be trusted.
No, and he also went on to publish a book his mother had written called A Peep of Realities. It sold very well, possibly because Edward was a very good-looking guy, often compared to another handsome man of the same era.
Oh,
Does
can I go?
John
Wait, hold on.
sparkle?
Can we guess? John
Sure.
Wilkes Booth.
It is correct, yes. I mean, it's almost like you wrote it.
But does Edward sparkle?
Yeah, what about
That
Team
is
Jacob?
that's a nice. Oh my God, you guys are both going with the Twilight reference.
I was gonna say Team Jacob a while back, but I wanted to wait for a better time.
Wilkes Creek.
I guess that is the lost 13th tribe, right, Matt?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, it does. They're,
Some say that's the Mormons, but in fact, it's that group right there.
I was just
Apocryphal.
gonna
That's what I
say,
was looking for
the
earlier.
gambling and the love of money, there is something that goes together. So those two cultures could find each other at some point.
What?
Indians and Jews.
I didn't hear, but it sounded cancelable.
Now, Matt, I'm going to be honest. When you say apocryphal, for some reason, I just have a flash to Key and Peele when he's the substitute teacher, and he's like, "You're this, and you're churlish, and I don't want to."
Oh, yeah.
deal with it."
You're churlish.
Hey, Aaron.
Yep. All right. So yes, John Wilkes Booth was the person he was often compared to. And in addition to looking handsome, he had a very distinct sense of style, often wearing a cape and walking around
Stop.
with a walking stick.
So he
Stop.
was the original hipster.
Homeboy is like looking like a iceberg slim, like he's a pimp. He's a 1850s pimp.
Yeah,
Going
Edward
door
would
to
also
door.
go by the name Gator, and he had a stable of bitches.
I mean, I'm gonna have to say, there's nothing more stylish than a good cape.
And Kane.
Oh,
Well,
there's
people
smoking
forget
jackets
that.
and
No,
canes.
you got to remember when
Dude,
you,
a smoking jacket is just a bathrobe that you wear outside the bathroom.
True.
It doesn't even go down to your waist.
in the mid
Like,
1800s,
it's hiding nothing if it's a robe.
the cape was also very functional when you're riding a horse and you've got like mud kicking up and other things. A cape was actually a required garment. So,
And if you're out on a journey, it can double as a blanket.
does it help with the hobbits when they're feeling a little cold too?
Yeah, if you need to hide, you can cover yourself up with your cape, and everyone will be like, "What's that?
Yeah.
That crushed velvet blue rock over there?" That's weird.
Oh, you guys are getting this. Eric Hayes is at a $10 tip for what about today? Is this thing on? It is certainly on, sir. Thank you very much.
Eric K gave me my cane. And a smoking jacket can also be a blanket, like when you fall asleep in a theater chair.
No, it's not long enough to cover your feet.
True. Well, yeah.
But Brahma didn't want to cover Matt's feet. He wanted those exposed.
He don't mind sucking on toes.
Ugh.
Apparently.
God, I wouldn't want to be on either end of that.
Slender keeps taking it too far tonight.
It's a Tenacious D song.
Yeah, that's taking it too far. Bring it to.
You were saying?
Oh, by the way, all this conversation reminds me now that Imp's here, we should remind him that Steve knows. Steve knows what you did, Imp.
Oh, yeah, Steve.
Good for him.
Oh yeah, Steve knows you fucked his parents. Jaime Manflu? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Jaime?
Jaime? Is that a Jewish thing?
That's a.
That would be Latino. Jaime.
Oh. Okay, for $2 says, don't diss the smoking jacket. Brahma's entire sales team is wrapped up in that thing.
I know, that's why I'm
Straight.
going after it. He hurts my self-esteem all the time, so I'm going after what really matters.
I don't know if I have a sense of self or any esteem, but I keep showing up every week.
Did someone
In
shit on your
2025
cornflakes, Slender?
Oh, whoa. Imp,
What?
did you say something?
Yeah, what was that?
I said, did someone shit in your cornflakes this morning?
Not yet.
Couldn't
Also,
hear
you're
you.
super quiet.
Yeah, but no echo. So
But no
that's
echo.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you're gonna have to sign most of that.
regarding Brahma and the smoking jacket, it is good to adopt the style and persona of a man like Hugh Hefner in 2025, and it's very current. So
Yeah. But his was a robe. Mine's a double-breasted jacket.
what?
They don't look any different.
I have. If this is like The Office, it's like it's the same picture. This is like what's the,
It's literally two completely different lengths.
they look exactly the same.
Yeah, we only ever see you from about the middle of the waist up.
I've seen his knees. We can go on.
Slender really wants to
Were
see these
were they
ankles.
on either side of your head at the time?
They were.
Was it?
They were the bee's knees.
Grapevines.
It's because I know Brahma's eaten alive by the insect population of anywhere he goes.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why he's
Don't worry,
dancing
go back up.
mosquitoes.
All right, back to the story. We get to 1860, where our John Wilkes Booth lookalike, just
Edward.
before the presidential election, Edward Weston made a wager with a friend of his, betting that Lincoln would lose the election. He clearly lost the bet, and the bet was whoever lost would have to walk from Boston to Washington, D.C. in 10 days, arriving before the inauguration, a distance of 478 miles
In 10 days,
in 10 days.
you have to walk though.
Yeah.
And how does the other guy make sure that you walked?
Oh, okay. All right.
He
All right.
drives
You just
Okay.
gotta walk real quick.
So, well,
Also,
it's-
for Imp, you gotta do some sign language while you're walking.
and as you'll see, Punk,
I don't like that.
There was a ton of people who could verify
Oh.
that he was walking because he took this as an opportunity. So Edward set out on foot on New Year's Day in 1861 to test his walking capability. So he started with a test of walking from Hartford, Connecticut to New Haven, a distance of 36 miles, which he completed in 11 hours. He felt no ill effects, and based on this, determined he could make it to D.C. because he would have to average 47.8 miles per day. So if he did 36 miles in 11 hours, he felt comfortable he could do that. So, ready to commit to the effort, he decided to hire a carriage to ride with him as support and also be witnesses. He also then convinced Grover and Baker Sewing Machine Company to give him $100 to hand out promotional materials as he walked. And he also got a pharmacy and a photographic studio and a haberdashery to do this, the same.
Are you telling me that all these fundraiser walks that like the people that are kids or something,
Mhm.
pay to me walk a lap, this guy had the fortitude, the thought, the whole business prowess to set the example from the start?
Yeah, except he was upfront that it was money for him.
Well, no, I get it, but like just the practice of businesses and all that stuff. Like,
Oh,
getting
y'all remember
sponsored,
the-
like he was
the-
a first influencer.
You remember the jump rope thing that you had to do in elementary school?
You gonna jump a rope, Mad?
What was that thing called? Remember, like you would have to raise money and you would jump rope.
I don't remember the jump rope. I remember all these little assholes trying to get us to buy candy bars.
Sell candy bars.
Yeah, I remember. I
Oh
remember
my God.
walkathons
Yeah.
and candy bar sales and.
And then your dad would end up taking the candy bars to work to guilt people
Yep.
into trying to buy
Yeah.
the candy bars for you.
And now that women work, moms do it too.
My,
I'm
my
sorry,
da-
this is Matt's new channel. Oh,
my,
wait.
my dad would factor in a box of candy bars for every vehicle that's sold, so it would be included in the price.
Mad's like, I'm getting that bike. I'm gonna sell $20,000 worth of candy to get a $100 bike.
I almost sold no candy bars every time, but I really liked the ones with the caramel inside the chocolate. So I would buy myself a box of those and call it good.
Clay, just clay for $4.20 or 2 cents. I don't know. It doesn't have a zero, but doesn't have it on either side. Fred
Boosh,
Astaire.
you were right. He doesn't know how to read.
No, it's 4.2. What would you say? $4.20 or $4.02?
420, blaze it. What?
Okay, Fred Astaire was so fond of smoking jackets that he was buried in one. Will Brahma follow his lead? Absolutely. Brahma's going to be buried in that thing.
I'm going to wager that he'll die in it. That he'll be on a stream and his blood pressure will spike a little higher than normal to 300 over 280.
Probably due to some kind of argument with certain people on certain panels.
Because, Brahma, get your blood pressure
It seems
checked
likely.
out. I'm very concerned about it. It's something.
It is at the top of your mind all the time.
Have we
it is
checked
so-
it lately? We should really check your blood pressure.
No, the only 2 times I've checked it is when I've been down in Fort Worth because they've got their own cuff.
I've got one like 3 feet away from me. I will send it to you. You need it more than I do.
That's a good stream idea, Matt. Is there a way to
Hey,
digitally
I'm right here.
to digitally have
What? I didn't say any names.
can we digitally have Brahma's blood pressure display on the screen throughout the
Ooh,
show?
I would love this. Have a real time counter, so I can show him a video and see. You know what I mean?
The
See
reaction
if I'm
to
feigning
Yeah.
anger or if it's real.
Oh, no,
I
I
would
know it's
love to
real.
see a blood pressure counter hooked up to him when we were playing Night Rain.
Yeah.
He gets so mad.
I
Alright,
think
what are
we've
we-
invented a new genre of streaming that we have to look at.
All right. So Edward is NASCAR'd up with all of
Oh,
his.
well, he did one other thing before he left too. He also got a rubber clothing company to give him a rubber suit.
Why?
That seems like really counterproductive if you're trying to do a long distance walk.
I mean, he's walking all that time. He's not stopping at the bathroom all.
Is it like a still suit? Does he have little hoses? Like, does he have a catheter and like little nose tubes?
Rubber doesn't. It doesn't absorb though, does it?
Yeah, but none of his fluids will escape, so they can be recycled.
Oh man, imagine pouring that thing out after your first day of 100 miles walking.
Imagine the smell when you took it off.
Oh, it's like Batman. When Pete Holmes did it, he's like, this suit really seals in the flavor.
So
You go to take it off and it makes this sound like when you twist the bottle cap.
I bet he still wore like wood fucking shoes too, though.
Fucking clogs in a wetsuit.
Clogs, yeah.
yeah, so he sent newspapers along his route, his itinerary, to create a buzz and make sure that people would be aware.
This dude gets it.
Yeah, so on February 22nd, he went to Beacon Hill and started his walk.
So not only did he have a route, he had people, locals who weren't gonna, charge him extra because they're paying him to do it. Like, I mean, that whole car race to Alaska could have learned something from this too.
If they would have followed his yeah.
Get sponsors. Don't pay the locals to drag your car out of the mud.
Or ask the locals for directions if you're not the American team.
Yeah, should have bought a squirrel.
All right, so not wearing the
God,
rubber
I want more
suit.
stories about that race.
Yeah, not wearing the rubber suit. Instead, starting his walk, he was wearing blue wool tights, a white shirt, a heavy blue coat with brass buttons, along with boots that were too large for his feet. I guess he was being patriotic because, Civil War. That's
I guess, yeah.
Union colors.
Definitely not going to cause any blisters.
No,
Yeah,
shoes that don't fit are the best option for long periods of time.
I know you can ask the Massachusetts regiment about that. They ended up with,
dude,
but those
even
were
if-
too small, right?
Even if the boots fit, when we did marches, like sometimes we would do those marches for charity where you go like a really, really long distance, and even if the boots fit, eventually they just remove your heel.
Yeah.
Like just and you'll get like you'll buy the egg with the pantyhose tights in it to try and reduce that friction and put that under your socks. But on a long distance, it doesn't matter. Eventually, your heel just gets ripped off.
I guarantee, Slender, you had the same thing I do. Like from mid calf down, there is no hair on my legs.
Correct.
It's completely
Man,
rubbed off.
He's in the Navy. A long march for him was like 9 miles.
Yeah.
What is that in K's?
9
longest-
miles in Ks would be like 15K.
Yeah, the longest one I've done, it was 35K.
Yeah. I've done 20Ks. I've never done 35.
Ugh, we weren't
I
supposed
ran
to, but they got
5K.
lost. Even though they do this every cycle, and somehow we went the wrong way. 'cause it
And
was
while
supposed to be a
we're on the
26K.
subject, Mr. Civilian, oh, he's in the Navy. He's only ever walked like 9 miles. Fucking have you?
Yeah, I've done that. I've worn
And do it with a rucksack and a military uniform while wearing a Kevlar helmet.
I've done
Bitch.
worse. I've been at San Diego Comic Con carrying a swag bag.
I've been at San Diego
You
Comic Con.
fucking... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh.
I've been backpacking with like 40, 50 pounds on the back.
Punk,
for
this
12
is not a
miles.
conversation you're going to want to jump in.
I only said that 'cause I knew-
Myself. I'm just trying to say that I've walked places.
No, I knew
Yeah, we
that
all
would be the
walk
absolute
places.
like most annoying thing for Slender to hear as a comeback.
I don't normally move people because it's supposed to be against the rules, but I feel justified.
I just
you didn't hear me
disagree
say
with
anything.
Imp being above Brahma and Punk at this point. That's my only. There you go. Now it's fair. Now it's fair.
How did Punk get 2 places?
You know what you did, Brahma.
Because he
You know
took
what
the
you did.
hint and stopped trying to involve himself in that little argument.
All right, so, he's still walking.
So no, he's just starting. He's
Oh,
at this
okay,
the start
okay.
of what his walk. He has a crowd waiting to see him. You know, to get ready to do this epic walk from Boston to Washington D.C. Before he could get started, he was immediately arrested for unpaid debts of $90 to 2 creditors. He was taken to the police station where he promised that he would pay his debts and was released after a couple hours.
You
The
can
crowd-
do that? You can just get arrested and be like, I promise that I'll make it up to you guys? Okay, well, he promised.
Hey
You
guys,
know-
I left my wallet at home. Can I just go get it? I promise I'll come
Well,
back and I'll pay my
Here's
bail.
why: because when he got out, the crowd was still waiting, and they were now irritated, but not at him. They were irritated at the creditors for getting him arrested.
Of course they were.
Well, I mean,
So he begins his walk.
Oh.
And
I
he's
was just
initially
he's got all the sponsors, so of course he can pay the cops later.
he already sold that money. He already took that money
Yeah,
and used it.
Rubbermaid, maker of the world's best clothes.
Oh, right. Well, then he's screwed. Okay, go ahead.
All right, so he begins his walk, and he's initially joined by several hundred people looking like Forrest Gump, running down the street, going down the State House from Beacon Street. Eventually, the crowd peels off, and he's walking alone. That evening, he arrived in Framingham, where he was escorted by local drummer boys who met him at the edge of town.
Shut up. Do people not have anything better to do?
Oh, it gets
He's
better
walking.
I'm walking here.
because a few women in the local brothel were also waiting for him. One
Why?
asked if she could kiss him and have him pass it on to President Lincoln.
Yeah. Imagine that. You go to President Lincoln. I'm so glad to meet you. But
Dude, imagine
All right,
imagine
number
if life was so boring that you tweeted out, "Hey, I'm going for a walk," and everybody just fucking showed up for it.
Bear in mind, Slender, that this is happening as the entire country is gearing up for the fucking Civil War.
so there was more important things.
Yes, there are vastly more important things. So in the end, Edward got a kiss from every woman in the brothel and agreed to give the president kisses
Mr.
for
Lincoln.
all of them.
Mr.
Now,
Lincoln,
this
I
one-
have some gifts for you.
Yeah.
And he continued.
Don't be weirded out, but I'm gonna need you to drop your pants, President Lincoln. one of them kissed me.
So he continues his walk by this time at night, lit by with his route lit by a kerosene lamp, At midnight, he arrived in Worcester, where he was again immediately arrested by the local police force for another debt that he had. Held again for 2 hours and released, this time when two men he didn't know signed a promissory note to cover the debt. Word spread, and every time he came to a town, he was met by cheering crowds.
And debt collectors.
And the police.
In South Brookfield, he had a brass band walk with him. In another town, they gave him a salute of 7 guns. People offered him drinks, and he often would choose milk as the beverage of choice.
Bro, he's making every wrong
choice.
He's making every wrong choice when it comes to physical activity.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I'm going to
Crowds
wear a
would-
rubber suit. Oh, I'm going to drink gallons of fucking milk.
So, crowds would wait for as long as 6 hours for him to show up. When he got to Milford, they had lit bonfires, and a hotel owner gave him a free room to rest briefly. On February 27th, he walked into Manhattan, had breakfast, took photos with people, and we know how photos were in that era, so everybody looked like they were about to just murder them. And
I don't
napped on
understand
the...
how you can have crowds waiting for 6 hours. It's like he's walking. It's like I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but he's
you
doing it
can
for
all,
America.
You can all get there before he's gone. I mean,
Well, is this... I mean, this is better than what would happen in Australia, where they were waiting for days for the prince.
True.
He showed up in the middle of the night,
and
when
then
they
he
weren't
showed
there.
up and nobody was there.
Yeah, so he napped on the office table at Grover and Baker's, the sponsor, the sewing company. He did not rest more than 4 hours at a time to keep his pace. Near Philadelphia, that god-awful wretched city, he got lost and went 12 miles in the wrong direction, probably because a local pointed him the wrong way.
For fucking Philly.
Or he was too close and he needed to avoid West Philadelphia.
Our
Yeah.
other story was all about how shitty Philadelphia sports fans are.
I voted for that one, by the way.
Yeah, we'll do that one next week, probably.
I hate Philly fans. They're the worst. One reason this walk was so popular was gambling. In saloons all over the East Coast, bets were placed on whether he would arrive before Lincoln's inaugurations. It was the DraftKings of its day. So he arrived in D.C. on the day of the inauguration,
Nice.
but at 5 p.m.
No.
after the official ceremony had taken place at noon.
And then he stormed the Capitol.
He was there just in time to go peacefully protest down the street.
The trip had taken 10 days, 4 hours, and 12 minutes, making him 5 hours too late, so that asshole in Philadelphia fucked him.
Well,
Yeah.
In the other town too, he got held for about 4 hours, total at
Yep.
least.
So the creditors screwed it up too.
Yeah.
He did get an invitation to the inaugural party and did
For
meet
what?
Lincoln
Why?
because
He walked?
He was
It's
giving
every
hope to
wa-
America.
The majority of people walked everywhere they went at this time.
I think they took trains.
horses.
You
Probably.
think everybody could afford
Buggies.
horses? You think everybody could afford buggies?
Trains and horses, planes, trains, and automobiles.
I'm telling you right now, the
what would
majority of
be
people traveled by foot.
schooners. They took schooners.
It's a sailboat.
So
Maybe they had
even
bicycles.
better, Mad. In addition to getting to the inaugural party and meeting Lincoln, Lincoln offered to pay for his train fare back to Boston.
What?
It was from all the kisses he gave him.
Was this the first person to ever walk?
Why is he? Why is Slender vomiting out rainbows?
It's censored. This is what happens when you drink milk and walk long distances.
Oh.
And apparently, Grok is getting very confused at this point because now I have multiple feet. And the hands are a little weird. And
Are you using the Oxford comma when you're doing your prompts?
of course.
Okay.
So he wanted to do another walking
Horrible
trip.
choice.
Back again. So since the first one was so successful, but the Civil War broke out before he could.
Damn it.
and he decided to use his extraordinary pedestrian
Stop.
abilities to serve as a messenger for the Union Army.
Stop. So I guess picture like Captain America, right? In the movie where he's like, buy war bonds and help our troops fight, fascism or whatever, right? And then he's there walking.
Yeah. If
To
you really
raise-
want to be a hero, go for a walk.
Yeah. I walk for the troops.
All right, so by the end of the Civil War, Edwards found himself thousands of dollars in debt. So he managed. So let's just assume that this is like $2,000, since it's thousands. From in 2025 dollars, that means he managed to somehow, over the course of the Civil War, get himself $40,000 in debt.
Wait,
Well,
he's
just-
in debt?
In debt, yep.
I thought everybody was giving him stuff for free because he was,
Not while he was walking messages for the Union Army.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he was
okay.
raising money by walking. Like, I'll walk 300 miles if you buy war bonds. Okay, so he's actually contributing to the war effort.
No, if they made a movie of this, do you think the Proclaimer song would just be playing as he's walking along everywhere? Do you?
Yeah, the Proclaimer song.
I would
And
walk
I
five.
would
walk
Oh,
500
yeah, yeah.
miles.
I would recut it to Sabotage by Beastie Boys because it works on everything.
I mean, he
Even
did look
Star
like
Trek
John
did.
Wilkes Booth, so. All right, so of course, faced with this daunting debt, he turned to walking to pay down the debt, making a deal with a well-known New York gambler who bet another gambler whether Edward could walk 1,200 miles from Portland, Maine to Chicago, Illinois in 30 days. He was allowed to, of course, take Sundays off because his mother didn't want him walking on the Sabbath.
That's pretty
In
much
Blue
the same
Laws, he-
ratio, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
if
Blue
you're gonna
Laws
eat
too.
Ice
So
cream on Sunday, you shouldn't walk so much.
So the gamblers placed a bet of $10,000.
This is sounding
Wait,
more like rat racing.
10 at that time.
At that time, which on the latest inflation numbers, $10,000 in 1865 is the equivalent of $197,217
Good
in
Lord.
2025.
Dang.
And they bet this again on him being able to walk from Portland, Maine to Chicago, Illinois. So
they weren't wagering against each other. They were just wagering that he wasn't going to be able to do it.
No, one said yes, one said no.
How does he get paid out of that?
the gambler that is sponsoring it is going to pay him.
Yeah, it's like what's his name, dude? The boxing promoter, Artem.
Oh.
Artem for Top Rank.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like only in America, Don King.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Don King. Yeah, he's gonna sponsor him.
Yep. So Edward was ready. He walked out of Portland, Maine on October 29th, 1867, wearing a black jacket, red leggings, and this time special boots with tubes that would pour whiskey into this onto his feet to keep his feet from chafing or
Why
swelling.
whiskey?
What?
Where? Because
The alcohol?
it's high alcohol content. Where
Okay.
might one get some of these special tubes?
All
We
right.
don't waste the good whiskey
This
on our feet.
man, he is his attire is made by what's his name? Ernest Goes to Jail. Ernest, right? Whenever he would make all those inventions and shit.
He's Ernest P. Worrell.
Yeah, like this is his level of inventions that he's coming up with.
Hey,
I have
Vern.
You know what I
tubes
mean,
I made
going
some
into my
whiskey boots. I made whiskey boots, Vern.
Yeah,
Give me a cape and red leggings.
Most people think whiskey boots is the boots that you can stick the flask in, but no, this is like water cooling to the nth degree or over the legal limit.
Yeah.
One would say.
I
Could
don't
be
know. I'm gonna
worse.
move you
He
down.
could've
I
picked
didn't
Nick.
even hear all of it.
So, because of the bet, 4 witnesses and 2 carriages were dispatched to follow him during this time. and the nation became focused on Weston the Walker.
What was there anything else going on in the nation at this time in
Did we not
1865?
have like sports?
No, the Civil War's over, so we're into
Okay.
1867. We're
Oh,
2
okay.
years in. Yeah. It was,
So his bio had something about I'm healing in it, right?
I got the call back. That's why I'm not moving you.
Oh, thanks.
okay. So
It was
This
to the
time-
horoscopes earlier.
Yeah.
yeah, so when he got to Buffalo, New York, he was escorted by 24 police officers, not to arrest him, but to deal with the crowds of people lining the streets, packing windows and rooftops to see him walk by.
Why? Was baseball not a thing yet?
No, it
Apparently.
wasn't. No, baseball wasn't a thing yet. In Erie, the local paper wrote, "The excitement here over the matter is really extraordinary." Edward was concerned that gamblers might harm him due to the large sums being bet, so he only ate food that one of the witnesses, Mr. Grinnell, watched being prepared. He also was
I'm only
worried
gonna eat
someone-
McDonald's on my walk. It's the only food I trust.
So he was also worried about a possible saboteur coming to stomp on his feet as he was walking. But
Oh
that
man, he was
trouble
afraid
never
that he was gonna
materialized.
get Nancy Kerrigan.
Correct.
Or
I mean, there's a couple $100,000 in bets on just one bet. Imagine all the other
All the
bets
side
going
bets,
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oy.
So he ended up not facing any of those troubles, and he strolled into Chicago at 9 a.m. on Thanksgiving Day, a day ahead of schedule, with 50,000 people and 50 police escorting him to his hotel
50,000.
as a marching band played.
I'm shocked that many people heard that this was even happening.
So Harper's, the magazine, wrote that this walk had made Weston a household name.
Why?
This also happened at a time when roller skating was exploding across America.
I'm
and-
sorry, we have roller skating but not baseball?
Yeah. And industrialization meant urban people were looking for sports to attend. Up until then, the biggest sports of the time were cockfighting, dogfighting, and bare knuckle boxing, many of which were illegal, as a certain quarterback who played at Virginia Tech is very aware.
It was mostly his brother.
Sure.
Yeah, even if it was only partly him.
I
That's
know.
not a good thing.
It's a bad thing.
He only drowned 6 of the dogs. But it's okay. You know who signed him after he did all that?
Philly.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Look, he's trying to make up for it. He did his time. He's done a lot of things to try to make up for it.
I don't know if there's a way to make up for cruelly
there's
murdering
not.
dogs.
There's not.
Is there a
but
way to make up for going to Philly?
he was a really good football player. So
I know my college roommate would always play as the Falcons so that he could basically break off 80-yard quarterback scrambles with Mike Vick and his 99 speed. I hated it.
that was a fucking cheat. That was like using Bo Jackson in Tecmo.
I know.
That
So-
first year after he got out of jail, I had him on my fantasy team. It went well.
I think that was the last time I played Tekken.
You would pick him after that. That's such a. I mean, who was saying you're like the Eagles of fantasy owners?
Oh, I'm hoping we'll play fantasy football this year.
I'm in like 5 leagues. I can do another.
Okay, we'll do a league. And
Yeah, Slender
I'll
can
do
do it.
fantasy
And
football with
what'll
you. if you do
happen?
fantasy hockey with us.
Slender's
Sure.
going to end up in our fantasy football league, and he will win it with caring not a shit about football.
I mean, I've only ever done fantasy football once, and that is what happened because there was a guy that played for the Browns named Braylon Edwards, I think it was.
wow, this was way back. Yeah, I
It was a
remember
long
Braylon
time
Edwards.
ago, but he racked up the points for me that year.
It must have been a PPR. Points per
Don't use
reception.
terms to.
reception.
Yeah, you're gonna confuse him.
Yeah, I don't know. I picked random people, and I was like, Apparently, he's good.
Well, back to the true sport of roller skating.
Walking?
Walking?
So here we go. When new buildings were built, they would bring Edward Weston in to tour them, and for 50 they would charge 50 cents for people to watch him walk in circles.
Would you
for
like to do a
hours on
walkthrough?
temporary tracks, often with a time limit or distance limit, like goal like 100 miles in 25 hours. Of
And
course,
he just walk in a circle.
and of course, Weston
But
would
look at
bet
his
on
form.
himself. So much like Pete Rose, he would bet on himself to complete it in a certain amount of time.
Well, yeah.
In Manhattan, in front of 5,000 people, he walked 100 miles in 22 hours and won $2,500.
Damn.
God, who's putting this money up? Some venues were so small it took 50 laps to walk 1 mile.
God damn, what?
Now, here you go. To make it less boring, he hired a band and sometimes played the trumpet as he was walking. And as he was known for dressing well, he would often go ahead and do these events wearing ruffled shirts and carrying a riding crop or cane.
Oh, what
One
the
newspaper said he walked with a splendid sweeping stride that carries him over the road like the wind.
Wow. Any requests from the crowd? Anyone want to hear? You're all right over there, Brahma? You getting attacked?
Yeah, do a Freebird.
I got him.
Freebird. Play Freebird.
Bird.
Did you just assault a bug?
I got 2 of them.
Nice.
I need to get one of those.
You know,
Instead of PTSD, it's the whatever gives Mad glee when he hears the sound. So, another newspaper said his legs were put on like 2 toothpicks stuck in opposite sides of a potato.
What? What does that mean?
I don't know. But to many young men in America, he became a sports hero.
Wait, did he look like Mike? No, he did not. Did he look like Mike from Monsters Inc? Is that the green one?
Mike
Yeah, was
Wazowski.
a ball with legs. Did he almost
Yeah.
waddle, but he put one foot in front of the other? Instead of
He
just
became
like
a
that.
sport. Oh boy, Dad, I just can't wait until I grow up and I can walk like Edward. Well, son, you're gonna have to practice a lot. In fact, walk your happy ass to the fridge and give me another beer. We'll start with that.
It's mad. Remember, this is the era where at 10 years old they were smacking kids and telling them to go to work.
True.
This asshole was making $2,500 to $3,000 a race.
Yeah,
If
'cause
only,
when-
if
when
only
was
I
the
could
junk-
be a professional walker, I wouldn't have to work in these conditions anymore.
Do you know
Oh,
what his
boy.
rookie card is worth?
Matt, just to give you the context, that $2,500 he won
Yeah,
is the equivalent of $54,301 today. So
for walking in a circle.
For walking in a circle for one day, he got 54 grand. And you're making fun of the kids who were like, I want to be like him.
Okay, well, when you put it in that context, then yeah, it actually I would be like,
He's
man,
like,
I
no,
can
you
walk.
little shit. You're going to go to the coal mine and get black lung and die at 28 like you're supposed to.
The black lung pops.
I could have
Alright.
been a contender.
So this led to companies putting
Merman.
together pedestrian teams, as they were called, which walking teams, department stores and
Oh, is that
department
what they call them?
stores.
Street teams now?
Yeah. Department stores in New York pitted their employees against each other.
What?
In St. Louis, the 6 newspapers had a walk-off. It's a walk-off. This
Normal
even led
rules.
to
Just
a
imagine
cobbler.
if malls had existed back then.
Right.
I know, like when we were talking about the sport of walking, I was like, you mean the boomers at 8 a.m. at the mall, right?
Yeah.
I can't wait until we start hearing about the evangelicals like walking's the devil's movement. You're supposed to walk for the Lord, not for the cash.
You know the old saying, idle feet are the devil's workshop.
Well, things got for real because a cobbler, probably the first guy that started New Balance, invented a walking shoe with springs embedded in it.
What, dude? That's like man. You remember
It's
those
like walking
Nikes?
on air
Yeah,
pumps,
the
right
Nike, the Nike cheat shoes.
Yeah.
It's the shoes that Mad Promise Garrett on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those. I gotta get
These
those next
like
time.
The moon shoes
precursor.
or something.
Yeah, I was about to say moon boots.
Mm-hmm.
I remember those as a kid.
Are those the
They
ones
were,
that are supposed to make you walk? Be able to jump farther.
Yeah.
yeah, they were like mini
Yeah.
trampolines for each foot. They were like,
Hey,
the
Courtney.
worst safety hazard ever because you had 2 independent trampolines for each foot. They thought this would be a great toy for children.
Not any worse than those goddamn wheelie shoes those kids were wearing for like
yeah.
a decade.
Oh, those things were annoying.
Well, I mean,
Every
they're
time I saw a kid doing that, I wanted to pull like the Big Daddy Adam Sandler thing and throw something underneath. The
I
wheel.
saw a video of the dude that's like, my parents told me my whole life I couldn't get him. Well, look at me now. And then he immediately busted his ass. They were right. They were right.
So some men bet large money on these walk-offs. Even Mark Twain got caught up in the walking hysteria.
You have better
Trying-
things to do, Mark Twain.
Trying to walk 100 miles from Hartford, Connecticut to Boston, but because he was Mark Twain, he gave up after 10 miles and just took the train.
I think I remember this story.
Like
Yeah,
a
he's
normal
like,
person.
he starts walking, he gets to the 10th mile, and he's like, what am I doing? I'm Mark fucking Twain.
I'm
I don't
gonna
need
go write a
this shit.
story about jumping frogs.
And then he's like, I got caught up in the hype and I totally did something stupid. I mean, it would almost be as bad as painting a fence for somebody when I didn't even know about it.
Hop on the train, write some notes. Oh, this is one of his best works ever.
So one person who became interested in the new walking phenomenon was Dan O'Leary, born in 1846 in Ireland during the potato famine. At 20, he moved to America. He was alone and penniless, but managed to get a job in a lumber yard in Chicago. Like Edward Weston, he also started selling books door to door to make a living. He specialized in selling the Bible and Webster's dictionaries on payment plans.
On payment plans?
Yeah, as in, hey, you
Yeah,
don't have to pay for everything now. You
Buy now, pay later.
27 payments and you can get the A encyclopedia.
Or you can get the Old Testament, and then when you pay the rest, we'll give you the New Testament. Unless you're Jewish, and then you can have the
And
Torah,
once
which
you've
is
shown
cheaper.
that you can make the payments on time, then we'll let you have the Psalms, the Book of Psalms.
Yeah, the
Only
Apocrypha
available as a bonus.
is
They
the
were putting
DLC.
books on layaway.
And unfortunately, those damn Gideons completely blew up his whole setup. Just started giving away Bibles. Who does that shit? No, what really
White
destroyed his
people.
business was the Great Chicago Fire of 1871, where most of his
So,
customers...
wait, there was no homes to walk to?
They lost... Most of their customers lost their places of employment and their homes.
I was trying to be funny.
So there was no money and no doors to knock on.
Yep. So he began making long walks to the suburbs to try to sell books. In 1873, he heard men talking about Edward trying to walk 100 miles in 24 hours, and he immediately stood up and claimed he'd be able to do it.
Hey,
So he-
I've worked more than that. I've worked here from Ireland.
And mind you, was this around the time they said that the one, the Wilkes Booth lookalike was a potato with legs, and he said, "No, I know something about potatoes." Right?
You don't want to talk about potatoes? I can tell you all about them.
No, we can't.
I don't
There
know
was a
where
famine.
the accent was going there, but it was
It,
still. It
well,
was
you know
good.
where it was.
I think
I
what
need
he's
my
trying
money,
to say-
Tom.
I think what he's trying to say is dilly dilly potato.
I need
It went
my
a
money,
couple
Tom.
places.
Yeah,
Everybody
couple
knows that
great
the Brad
places.
Pitt voice is how you do the Irish accent. I need my money.
That's what I get for quoting 70s.
So O'Leary rented a rolling rink, put up his own money, and challenged himself to walk 100 miles. in
Challenged
24
himself.
hours.
I challenge myself to a
Hey,
duel.
He
I
took out the
challenge you.
glove and slapped himself in the face with it and everything.
So he held his event on July 14th, 1874, and to prepare for it, he began by only consuming ice water and brandy. And
Man, this
and as
guy's got it all figured out, doesn't he?
He's Irish. That is his fuel.
That is weird, yeah.
Well,
And
yeah.
you should say that because he managed on this diet to finish with 43 minutes to spare. The next month following, he rented the rink again and walked 105 miles in 23 hours and 38 minutes. He's working on raising those personal records right there.
Yeah.
Are there
Meanwhile-
people watching him do this?
Yeah, he's
God.
charging admission at the skating rink. Meanwhile, Edward, on the other hand, was becoming an even bigger phenomenon. In 1874 event in New Jersey, the number of bets was so huge that the mayor of Newark considered bringing in the National Guard to keep him
Fuck
safe.
for walking.
A gambler was arrested for trying to pour chemicals on the track. But Edward did complete the event and with 30 minutes to spare. Then he received a direct challenge from Dan O'Leary for a 250-mile match. Edward responded, "Make a good record first and meet me after."
Fuck
So
off. He
basi-
big timed him?
He did. He said, "In the world of walking, you haven't done shit yet, kid. You gotta, like, come back to me when you've done." He's got to move up the ranks.
You walk a mile in my rubber shoes.
He McGregored him. Who? Who the fuck is that guy?
It's like, hey, you think Rocky just gets a match with Apollo Creed? Hell no.
Wait, didn't he just get a match with Apollo Creed?
He actually did, yeah, because it's Philly fans, and that's what happens.
Well, it is Philly. Why do
And
we
back
keep
to
going back
Philadelphia,
Philly?
actually.
Yeah.
In Philadelphia in April 1875, O'Leary broke Edwards' 24-hour record by walking 116 miles in 23 hours, 12 minutes, and 53 seconds. A month later in Chicago, in front of 5,000 people, O'Leary broke Edwards' 500-mile record by 2 hours.
Oh, shit.
And was then given a gold medal, claiming he was the quote-unquote champion pedestrian of America. He's pulling the rock.
Champion pedestrian.
He's the people's champion, man. He doesn't need any.
Do you think that allowed him to jaywalk whenever he wanted to?
Turns out filling your shoes with Guinness was a better idea than whiskey.
So Edward now finally agreed to race O'Leary in the summer of 1875. Marketed it as the great walking match for the
Fuck
championship
off. It's
of the
walking.
world.
This pisses me off.
A 500-mile race at Chicago's Interstate Exposition Building.
You know what? I've decided I'm going to get a penguin suit and I'm going to start waddling across America.
Oh, my God. That actually is more interesting.
I
this
would
is just
I would
fucking
watch a
walking.
penguin waddle across America.
So Edward was the big draw, and he got $500 above half of the gate receipts, with tickets at 50 cents each. The race had to end before midnight the following Saturday due to Edward's refusal to walk on the Sabbath and Chicago's blue laws banning public amusements on Sunday.
Public amusements.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just love that term. You may not be amused publicly or privately on Sundays.
So the rules were set such that 1 foot had to be in contact with the ground at all times to prevent running.
Or skipping.
At midnight on November 15th, 1875, the race began with 400 people present at midnight in 1875. Wow. So Edward decided for the race he would wear a black velvet suit with black boots and a silk sash diagonally across his chest.
You know, silk when it's
Carrying-
is so gross.
Carrying his trademark riding crop.
But
Is he going to ride it like a pony? Like,
By the way, couldn't you cheat and just stumble? Like, oh, I accidentally stumbled. Like all, you know what I mean?
constantly.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but I'm...
Well, like pretend like you're stumbling to run.
Yeah.
I think that's against the rules.
Yep.
So you're not allowed to
O'Leary-
stumble?
No.
What if I stumble?
Yeah,
Well,
that's
since
exactly.
since it's walking
Yep.
and it's not running, there can be no point at which both your feet are off the ground.
Other than Punk, because I already can tell he knows it. Anybody else know that song? Who
I had the album.
so did I. Nope. It's DC Talk, you heathens.
Yeah.
Heathens? What are heathens?
Heathens.
What will people do when they find out it's true?
All
He
my
stood
friends
on the
are
box in the middle of the
heathens.
city that he claimed he had a dream.
All right,
We
so
can do that some other time.
Yeah.
O'Leary, on the other hand, wore white tights, a stripped tank top, a brown knitted jacket, and light walking shoes. This is why he's breaking the records. He's not dressed like
Yeah, he's not an
a
idiot.
Liberace level pimp. Right.
I'm just saying.
You think-
Phil
you
does
think-
not breathe?
You think Edward's like, he's like, listen, you're a good walker, I'll give you that, but you have no flair. You don't know how to. You gotta get the crowd into it. How do you do that? By capes and canes.
Well, you're gonna get a good example of that here because as the event started, the crowd grew as the walking continued, and police were called to keep people off the track. Edward and O'Leary slept only 3 to 5 hours per night, usually eating while walking.
Do people get to watch them do that as well?
Yes. On Tuesday evening, the Chicago Tribune reported that Edward's gestures, scraps of song, mimicry of actors, and trumpet playing were greatly enjoyed by the audience.
Wait, hold on. Go over that list again.
Gestures, scraps of song, mimicry of actors, and trumpet playing.
Oh shit, he's doing the Chris Hemsworth. I can see it.
Yep.
What do you mean mimicry of actors?
He's probably being like, "Hey, John Wilkes Booth, I look like him." Before the
That's
bad
exactly
stuff.
how he said it too. Hey, I'm John
or
Wilkes
not
Booth.
To be. That is the question.
All right, so on Friday night, thousands of Irish immigrants cheered loudly for O'Leary. On Saturday night, the final night, the expo was surrounded by a surging mass of humanity. By 8 p.m., 5,000 people were inside, and by 9 p.m., it was 6,000. At 11:15 p.m., O'Leary completed his 500th mile, while Edward was only on mile 451 and
Oh,
looking
no.
terrible. O'Leary was declared the champion of the world and given a giant gold medal.
The champion of the world. He's like, yo, potatoes, we did it.
So Edward, being a little bitch, immediately started making excuses, claiming that charcoal fumes from a peanut vendor's cart made him nervous, and that he
What?
received death threats fearing he'd end up a human colander if he won.
Wait, they would fuck him to
Human
death? What does that
colander.
mean?
I mean,
So
they
he
put
just
holes
whole
in
bunch
him.
of holes in
bitched
him.
out is what I'm hearing here.
YouTube.
$5 tip from Toxic. Oh boy, I'm not gonna. I don't know if I should read this. Holy sweet Jesus. Lil Chad reading this in monotone has attacked my brain like I walked 1,000 miles to Chicago. Seems like you're keeping up with the story though. And made a cow start a fire while drinking milk in 100-degree heat. Make it stop. Urgh. Well,
And he picked up every single detail, though. so
right,
that's
like you say it's driving you crazy, but look at all the details you were able to keep.
I mean, would you rather this or NPR?
Yeah. I would do it, but then every fucking fifth word, that's not how you pronounce it. That's not how you pronounce that.
The truth hurts, doesn't it, Mad?
Yeah, yeah, so did the fucking traumatic brain injury.
Yeah, we can tag our Terry asses later.
To give everybody a preview, it would have been fearing if he'd won, he would have become a human colander.
Where's he at? Move him down.
Woo!
But that's how it's spelled, colander.
I'm up by default.
All right, so O'Leary called this an insult to
Was it
Chicago.
NPR DJ in college?
That
Wait.
might be the gayest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Oh
What
my
did you
God.
just play, Anya?
No, every now and then they would also mix in Kenny G.
Yeah, definitely. A little ABBA as well.
All right. So, so O'Leary called this an insult to Chicago because everybody knows Chicago in no way has ever had an issue with violence.
No.
And told Edward to ask for a rematch or stop using his name in the title of Champion Pedestrian of America. This trash talk is real, man. And so Edward instead took his show to England in 1876, challenging England's top pedestrian, William Perkins, to a 24-hour
This is
race.
international.
Oh, it's
Oh, he
apparently
is the world champion.
The British Medical Journal in the 1870s was already criticizing Americans' unhealthy lifestyles.
Those dicks.
Yeah, they thought we were overweight then.
So 5,000 people paid to watch this race, with Perkins quitting after 65 miles due to swollen, bleeding feet. As English pedestrians focused on shorter walks, he couldn't handle the distance of American walking.
You know what it reminds me of? Remember the 1904 Olympics with the fancy diving? And the Americans, they wanted to like enter the water correctly, and the Germans would just do all these weird maneuvers and belly flop.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all remember this? It was a big
Yes.
scandal.
Yeah, I do remember.
Here it is again.
I just feel like, as he was walking and the Brit was just, complaining, he just had cake rolling through his head. He's going the distance. He's going full speed.
With a long jacket.
It's
Two
the
different
mashup
songs.
nobody asks for, but that's why we call it long, long distance.
Yeah, so Edward continued even after Perkins quit and finished the 24-hour race, becoming the talk of the town. Meanwhile, O'Leary, who had taken the title in the United States, continued to tour to sold-out crowds in America as the champion pedestrian. He even
pedestrian. That upsets me hearing it.
He even then went to England and challenged Edward to a 6-day race, winning again with 519 miles to Edward's 510.
This
earning what would
fucking
today-
sport is so pedestrian.
So
Been
he
holding on to
also
that one for a while, huh?
earned the
Yeah.
equivalent of
I figure we're getting close to the end, so.
280,000 in American and current year dollars.
Wait, what?
That's what he won. That's what he was awarded for doing.
$280,000.
Yep.
For walking.
I'm walking here
For walking against Edward.
in a spectacle.
Oh, I guess
So
he's
Edward-
A-side now.
Yeah, so Edward at this point was broke and his reputation shattered, and he was He was now stranded in England.
Anybody, he's on the street like, you want to see me walk? Walk, it's $5, man. I'll walk right here, right now. You just tell me how far. I'll walk your dick for $1.
All right. So in March 1878, the first Astley Belt was held in New York. It was a competition where the winner received a large gold and jeweled belt from Sir John Astley. By the third Astley Belt, it was the biggest sporting event in New York City's history.
What? All right, I'll grab that for later. Go on.
So Western Union even sent live telegrams with results and updates nationwide as it happened, and the crowd outside rushed the building, leading to a 2-hour riot. Newspapers released
Fucking
Well,
riot.
that's because no regular person showed up. It was just like the paid protesters, so they couldn't blend in. Newspapers released hourly updates on their front pages, and spectators slept on hard benches, and on Wednesday night a balcony collapsed, injuring several people. This was not working out the way it was supposed to at all. The band stopped but was ordered by police to resume.
Keep playing.
And they were sold specifically to play the
roof is on fire?
No, the St. Patrick's Day in the Morning, which is, I guess, an Irish anthem.
I'd rather hear some flogging Molly, but
No one died, but within an hour, people had climbed wreckage to watch the track and the race ongoing.
Oh, man, this all collapsed. You know what would be super safe? If we climb on top of the wreckage.
I can't see. I need to get to the top of this pile of rubble.
No bleachers have ever collapsed twice.
It's like lightning. It never strikes twice.
So the event managed to bring in the equivalent in today's dollars of 1.25 million.
For walking.
Yep.
Competitive walking.
Meanwhile,
Different kind of world.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, as all this is going on, Edward was still stuck in England, working in solo events and music halls. In 1879, an Astley Belt was held in England, and Edward entered himself, and he was registered as the favorite, but he had to withdraw after hurting his foot.
How? By walking?
Did he roll it?
I don't know. So he ended up getting back in the race and winning $2,000. Like, where is this money coming from for these random sports that we've never seen any footage of?
It's subsidized by the running league.
I have footage.
Oh, that's good. So the favorite had withdrawn after hurting his foot, so Edward was able to win $2,000 for his comeback race.
Oh boy, he needs to just hang him up.
But upon his return to New York City, he was immediately met by the mayor of New York City. So maybe police danger, maybe not. All right, but however, O'Leary was now the dominant force in competitive walking.
Fuck off.
And
I'm
notified the
dominant.
police that he didn't have an updated, issues with him, so he was able to go.
Yeah,
Oh,
if he had just maybe
I got those cheeseburgers.
I was just thinking, because of modern day things recently, maybe if he had a pair of American Eagles, he would have, won because they were more stylish.
Oh, you think O'Leary has had better genes?
that's
Yeah,
very Nazi-esque of you to say, Matt.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah, so with
But-
O'Leary the dominant force and now putting on his own O'Leary belt events.
His own events.
Okay, so this is something I've actually been thinking for a minute. The whatever the world champion is, you can't be a heavyweight walker because walkers are usually pretty deep. So if the belt's too heavy, they'll just fall over.
You think there's weight classes to this?
No,
You have the
I think-
straw weight fucking walkers, and you have your
yeah, like
Your
welterweight.
welterweight is
the,
like,
the rubber weight.
you got to watch out,
roll
man.
weight.
If you ever watched a bantamweight walk, those guys
roll
just
weight.
walk the entire time.
Man, oh yeah, you want to go against me? Why have to do a cat's weight? Because they're in two different weight classes.
Yeah.
We can go.
And is it the weight of the clothes you wear? Or the
I hate watching the heavyweight walkers because every 20 feet or so they just turn to each other and lock up and just wait.
Yeah, but man, when they take that step though, they have more power in their steps.
But when they get really rolling, you can't stop them. They start just.
Well,
the
it's
weight.
funny you should say rolling and twisting and all that because the only walker I ever enjoyed, paying attention growing up was Texas Ranger.
The women walkers aren't as entertaining, but they've got better fundamentals.
Well, if Edward just manages to avoid death by snoo, he'll be able to make a comeback. That's for sure. All right, so
was
now
so
O'Leary.
And he's back.
Yeah. All right, so. All right, so O'Leary is now holding his own events, but for the fifth Astley Belt was taking place, and they decided to raise ticket prices to $1 each to keep out the undesirable crowd.
Love it. That's Jerry Jones
a
did the
good
same
idea.
thing.
So
That's-
the hero of the pedestrian is no longer allowing the pedestrians in. Yeah, if
Not the
they're too-
gross poor people.
So that raising of the ticket prices also
Listen-
coincided with the
Listen,
first
you're not
black
coming in here
pedestrian
and watching
entering
this
the
event
Yeah,
unless
especially
you've got a cape.
yeah. Well, these are the kind of the people that would have to go to the swimming
Wait,
pool to take a
Did
bath.
did you
right?
just say they allowed a black man to enter the race?
That's also when they raised the ticket prices to keep out the undesirable element. So they let a black man enter, but then immediately raised the ticket prices to hopefully
Why?
price
We
them
don't. We
out.
don't want none of your friends coming to watch you walk.
Who was this?
I think it isn't his name Token.
Who was the Jackie Robertson of pedestrianism?
Wait, what was the South Park kid's name?
Oh no, you
Token.
got it.
Okay.
So here's the fun part. The person who wrote this story felt like it was not necessary to acknowledge the name of the first black pedestrian. And instead, we're moving on to the fact that Edward finished 6th in this event. And to do so, he had to resort to quote-unquote queer antics, which were described by newspapers of the time as
what?
twisting his body into apish forms, earning hisses from the crowd, with a newspaper calling him insane.
Is this where like speed walking became a thing? The birth of
You think like he clipped his like his ligaments in his hip so he can get more movement? There's one person that saw Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's one too many people that saw that fucking garbage ass movie. Go on.
Slender liked it a lot.
Slender liked it.
I did not crack a smile the entire. Not even a.
Not
grin.
even for John Daly
Yeah, I was like, oh, John Daly.
when he's trying to get drinks out of the cuckoo
Yeah.
clock.
I don't want to spoil it for anybody. It's garbage.
Yeah.
Is it
I
really
smirked a
spoiling?
few times, but I did not laugh.
the wife
thought it
told
was
me
funny.
she might be interested in watching it. So
I mean, the kids beating up Eminem was funny.
All right, let's keep going.
All right. So in this event, Edward finished 6th after resorting to the quote-unquote queer antics.
Yep.
A newspaper described him as insane.
In the membrane.
insane.
So on the 6th day of events, after finishing his 450th mile to scant applause, Edward broke down crying in his tent, reportedly hysterical.
What? So he was doing even more queer antics after it was over?
You leave Brittany alone.
Yep. So the winner of the race was a man named Charles Roll. In April 1880, the O'Leary Belt race was the highest attended walking match in New York history.
What?
In this case, O'Leary had allowed the participation of a black pedestrian.
How dare he?
Who ended up winning the event, with a newspaper attributing
great.
his victory to quote unquote a strong mixture of French blood in his veins.
So they had to discount it because, like, well, yeah, he's black, but he's a lot of French in him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This strong French resolve was known and demonstrated during the Maginot Line.
So what was the other Olympics we talked about 5 or 6 episodes ago?
1904 Olympics?
Yeah, but that was with the savages, a different.
Yes, yeah, that was, yeah.
All right, I'm done.
The savages. All right, in 1881, rumors spread that walking matches were actually being fixed by bookies.
Oh, God.
Venues with known fixing were labeled instead of, just the venues were now called hippodromes.
What?
I don't know why they are, but hippodromes.
It was like what happened to bowling, like when everybody started throwing games in bowling. Oh, we should do the history of bowling sometime.
Nice. So in 1881, rumors spread that they were fixed. Betting actually occurred throughout races on winners, losers, laps completed, and order of the finish. So until the last inning, last part of the game, was gone, you could keep making bets.
Live betting.
Yeah.
Live betting. So this really was DraftKings. And that's probably why walking was taking off, because it gave them plenty of time to get those Western Union telegrams in with your betting updates.
I mean, like the horses go pretty fast, and they don't really. The races
Yeah, you don't have
are
time
long.
to put in bets like that.
Now, a referee in San Francisco quit
Why the
mid-match.
fuck do you need a referee?
To make sure nobody
to
runs.
make sure you
Yeah,
don't
there's
like
no
it. Hey,
chemical spills
heel
on the
to-
floor. Yeah.
he's like, heel toe, you little bastard. I saw those
Heel toe.
knees coming
Like,
up.
like I said, the rules are you can't have both feet off the ground at any time. Otherwise, you're running. That's not
Yeah.
walking anymore.
Or bunny hopping like Slender was earlier.
Shut up.
You know
But
who would
there's-
have been great at this? Cotton Hill. Hank Hill's dad.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm worried because only Punk laughed.
Yeah, I was debating on whether the movie or not, but because of the amount of laughter you got from him, you stay.
Fine, I'll do it. I wish I wasn't so fucking awkward, bud.
So, like I said, the referee in San Francisco quit mid-match, announcing it was a hippodrome due to blatant fixing. If only the NBA referees would do that now. The 1881 O'Leary belt, again, this is the racing series he
Good
named after
Lord.
himself, was known to be heavily fixed, with 12 of the 19 walkers dropping out in the first 2 days.
Billy,
And
we're
as
going to
a
need you to take a dive on this one.
As a result, attendance dropped to the point that the event made only $650. In another O'Leary event, a second-place walker demanded $500 to continue.
What do you mean to
So-
continue?
To keep actually walking. Like, if you wanted me to stay in this race to go to the deadline of the race.
See, this is what this is the fucked up thing. It's no longer for the love of the sport.
The love of walking. It's what stirs me in my bones.
So the final Astley belt was held in 1881, followed by other events like the NS belt, Fox Diamond belt, and Rose belt, but none matched the Astley or O'Leary belts in popularity. They were the AFL and NFL of their time.
And
Yeah.
Obviously,
Oh, if
no one
they could come
give up-
together.
I mean, no one could give up the Astley belt.
So the sport was saturated with walking races seeking to cash in. In 1885, Edward and O'Leary tried a rematch tour sponsored by the temperance movement, racing in venues that didn't serve alcohol.
Oh boy.
And
Teetotalers.
in spite of this,
Wait, hold on.
go ahead.
Just to be fair, if they didn't serve alcohol, does that mean just orally, or could they still put it in their boots?
You're really trying to bring that one back.
No, I like it though. I
mean, I don't
thought he was going to
disagree.
say butts.
I don't know. We don't get any reference to how the temperance movement felt about the use of the whiskey.
I bet Carrie A Nation was part of it. We need to cover her too.
So the sport was saturated with walking races.
Do walk in order.
The New York Times reported Edwards sang in a cracked and uncertain tone, prompting O'Leary to yell, "Shut up, you jumping jack," across the rink on the final.
They're talking shit in the middle of the walk.
On the final day, fewer than 100 people attended, and after 6 weeks, O'Leary acted erratically with rumors of heavy drinking.
Ed was
He
just
had-
falling off, bro.
And he had money, so this is drinking by just being driven to it without any monetary reason to have to do it. So
Why are you looking at Brahma when you say that?
Yeah,
All right.
for the love of the game.
In Erie, Pennsylvania, where
Erie, Indiana?
in Erie, Pennsylvania, O'Leary pushed Edward off the track twice, but Edward asked the hissing crowd to forgive him on account of his condition, with the rumors of his heavy drinking and erratic behaviors having spread all the way to the East Coast.
Forgive him. He knows not what he does.
He's going to die alone, broken, poor.
2 months into the tour, O'Leary collapsed on the track, completely drunk. He later walked alone for 4 days to complete the 2,500 miles and collect his profits.
Walk alone.
He needs to start drinking that high mileage synthetic alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think they had pit crews? Like you can go in and they change out your shoes and water you down.
Yeah. New rubber roads.
I lost a soul again.
Yes.
My tread wore out.
On that fourth turn, we're gonna need you to hit that apex.
Get a little squirt bottle of, whiskey, Irish.
You think
Scottish.
someone's like bumping into somebody? Like bumping is racing.
That's rubbing. That's trademarked.
That's why I didn't say it.
Yep. All right. So Edward announced his retirement to the crowd in 1889.
Who gives a fuck? It's walking.
At New York's
I guarantee
pedestrian-
he's gonna keep walking.
No, he bought a Model T car and he's never gonna walk.
I'm gonna
again.
retire from walking from now on. I skip everywhere I go.
So, following his announcement, New York's main pedestrian venue, Gilmore Gardens, was demolished, and a new arena
Why?
was built for bike races, later becoming Madison Square Garden. The first bike race was 6 days long with many crashes.
Oh,
In 1899, New York passed a bill banning contests of skill, speed, or endurance lasting more than 24 hours.
Hey, Keely. Hey, that's actually healthy though.
It is, because at some point they get drunk, stupid, or just make poor choices.
In 1899, New York passed a bill banning contests
See you,
of
70s.
skill, speed, or endurance lasting more than 24 hours. In 1906, Dan O'Leary was back to selling books door to door, having lost all of his walking earnings.
How? Oh man.
He may have been walking, but he spent it like he was racing through it.
I mean, the league probably should have brought in financial advisors to talk to the rookies.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Right.
should have had
Right
a Wookiee
outs-
Comporium.
And right after the Emporium ended, there should have been a veteran in a pimped out ride handing out cards for his service, a business he owned that did customizations to vehicles. Because that's what Keenan
Allen?
did, on the Jets. He would go because they did that rookie finance symposium in New York at the headquarters for the NFL. And so he would park his pimped out ride and stand out as it was breaking out for like meal breaks and things and hand out cards for the vehicle customization business he had.
Smart.
That's what he said. It's he's like they're in there learning why they shouldn't do this, so I'm just helping weed out the problems. All right. So Dan O'Leary by 1906, Dan O'Leary was back to selling books, having lost all his walking earnings. That same year, Edward Weston, now 67, walked over 90
Man,
miles.
I wish I
from
could get some walking earnings.
Yeah.
He's
Walking
67 years old. What is he walking for?
Philadelphia to Newark in under 24 hours.
He's not going to make it.
The next year, he walked from Portland, Maine to Chicago faster than his first attempt.
What?
He did it in under 25 days, still taking Sundays off.
He's 67?
His life was dedicated to walking. It's
Yeah, he finally figured out that once the crowd is out of sight, he can just hop in a taxi.
and write a book.
By the next year, he walked from Portland. All right. So, he was cheered in towns, but arrived in Chicago with no money, blaming his agent. Someone
They have
organized
fucking agents.
They were
Show
pure
me the
entertainment.
money!
So someone had organized a benefit to raise funds for his return to New York, and it was done.
Yeah, we got your money so you can go back to New York, but you got to walk.
Yep. In 1907, O'Leary walked 1,000 miles in 100 consecutive hours, a newspaper calling it the crowning achievement of his career. And he challenged Edward to a 6-day contest, but Edward
Died.
declined.
Died.
In 1909,
He's 68 years old.
In 1909, at 70 years old, Edward walked 4,000 miles from New York to San Francisco
Fuck off.
in 105 days.
He did not.
So
not counting
when
the
we were
Sundays he took off.
when we were singing that Pretender song earlier, we
Wait,
were way off.
his
huh?
his mom died. Why is he still taking Sundays off?
Because she wanted him to maintain
The
the
Lord.
Sabbath.
I heard him say something. I think.
He spoke.
He did.
I heard a little whisper of a sound way off.
Yeah,
in the
but I didn't.
distance.
He needs to speak it in Braille.
So
All right,
the
so-
people feel him when he speaks.
All right, Chad, is he dead yet?
I'm not dead yet.
Yeah, so
Yes, you are. You'll be stone dead in a moment.
in 1913, he walked 1,546 miles from New York to Minneapolis. And in 1922, at 84 years old, he announced his last walk, a 495-mile trek from Buffalo to New York City in March of 1927.
Fuck off.
Did he make it, or did he just walk into the
Did
grave?
he die?
I don't know. Because Edward was eventually found in Greenwich Village, dazed, destitute. He was divorced, out of touch with his children, and living with a woman named Annie O'Hagan, whom he occasionally introduced as a niece, secretary, adoptive daughter, or housekeeper. That month, he was also hit by a taxi while crossing the street and would never walk again.
Is that where the "I'm walking here" came from?
No, that came from a movie.
No, but it was based
Yeah.
on this.
Oh, was it? Oh.
Yep. Don't Google it. Don't grok it.
As my grandfather always said, never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Yeah.
Can you be mad at that? Because that's exactly what the truth would get in the way of that.
All right. Meanwhile, O'Leary kept up his work trying to
Yeah, can we skip to his death? We're almost at 2 hours.
May 30th, 1933, he died in a hotel in Glendale, California at age 87. One obituary noting he liked the grog.
Okay, that's good. That's all we need to know. All right.
Yeah.
That's
Now
a great new googly.
we're gonna watch sport news. Worse than I imagined.
I hope
Heel
they're
toe,
proud.
Mad, heel
You know
toe, heel toe.
that's a different kind of swagger.
Ugh. All right. Anybody got anything?
No. Not after that.
Shags is up to high ground. Thinks he should be fine.
Oh, is that why he didn't come on?
Well, that he wasn't invited.
No, I invited him.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, the impending
he's a little bit
possible
busy with the
risk
tsunami.
towards his family. Might
Wait,
have
is that
slowed him down.
is that hitting Hawaii? I thought he was all the way over on like Japan side.
Hawaii, Japan already got hit. Hawaii is the buoys have been going off, so yes, there are waves that are going to directly impact Hawaii. And Oprah Winfrey won't open her private road that bisects from.
She never
Wailea to
does.
Kula.
She's a piece of shit.
Wow. You know,
Allegedly.
it's not as bad as the summit.
If I was Hawaii, I would probably use my eminent domain powers to basically
Yeah, fucking
take that,
get rid of
take
that
that
shit.
road.
you
yeah.
get a bypass, and you get a bypass, and you get a bypass.
All right. Well, I guess I'll do it for us. If you're not being beamed up,
You
being
being
beamed
beat
down.
down.
adios. Cinco
Later.
ciao.
Bye.
Later.
Machiavelli production.
This is now Mr. Kansas Law Dog. Law don't go around here. Savvy? Yeah. Yeah, that's real good, Law Dog, because law just don't go around here.
They keep on calling me, want me to put it down. Oh, baby, run to me, don't go from smile to frown. Hey, law dog, law don't go around here. And I say, hey, law doggy, law don't go around here. You're no daisy at all. And I say, hey, Lord doggy, Lord don't go round here. You're no daisy at all.
I want you to know it's over.